The video, which shows Jordan Willis being detained and handcuffed, was captured by a neighbor the night police found the bodies of his friends Clayton McGeeney, Johnson and David Harrington in his Kansas City backyard. He allegedly knocked on the door and even shouted Willis' name from inside the house before scouting. Deaths of Kansas City mayor supporters. Jordan Willis begins rehabilitation while families wait for toxicology results. When I saw him, I thought it was weird watching him walk by the house. He came out the back. Brady recalled in an interview Wednesday. His walking pace and talking on the phone were strange. He often looked over his shoulder at the house. He looked absolutely upset, like he didn't know what was going on, she said. Brady went back to his house, but after seeing ambulance lights from his bedroom window, he turned back to watch the scene across street. We woke up and there were cops on the street and caution tape. You can't go anywhere. Neighbor Maya Dukes when he got outside. He said. About 4 police cars had gathered across the street and officers had surrounded a handcuffed man, wearing only boxers or sleeping shorts. He was detained for probably 30 to 45 minutes. He was shirtless for 10 or 15 minutes and then an officer took a jacket from the house. Brady said. The lights inside home were off, but Brady said he could see officers' flashlights through the windows as police continued search. At one point he said he could see lights coming from the backyard. As time went on, the police presence increased. He said initially just 4 cars on the small street turned into 8 or 10 cars. He handcuffed and she was talking to the other officer. So I figured they're a disagreement and they got both sides of the story, Brady said. I thought, maybe they just had an argument. I didn't know at the time that they had found a body. I thought it was weird to see the police walking around the house. People asked if I had seen any bodies coming out, but I didn't see any, he said. Mauro said of the police at the scene, you can handcuff them for your own safety. 3 people were dead when arrived, so they didn't know what we're doing here. About an hour and a half later, the man and the woman he knew to be Willis were taken away in police cars. Brady said. At one point, Willis was uncuffed because Brady could see his arms moving. We woke up and there were cops on the street and warning tape. You can't go anywhere, she recalled. They didn't have the lights on or anything. They were just on the street and in that house. Watch the neighbor's video. It wasn't until next day that Brady learned extent of tragedy across street. My roommate texted me at work. I was like, holy crap. I didn't know that. Brady said he and his roommate had just moved into the house across from Willis from another part of Kansas City and had spent the previous week getting settled. He was out on a hunting trip with friends.